Chapter 12 of Murder Mistress by Robert Colby. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Ben Tucker. Chapter 12. "They tell me," said Scott to one of the elevator boys, whose name was Sam, "that you were about the only one around here who knew Martin Bates very well." Sam looked like he never had to shave, had the face of a teenager and the build of a jockey, but he must have been 40.
"Nah," he said. "Marty was no friend of mine, if that's what you mean. He used to kid me a lot about when I was going back to school, 'cause I looked so young, he says. Wouldn't take it from nobody else, but he was a pretty good guy. We shot the breeze, that's all. Why?"
"It's a legal matter," said Scott. "We're trying to locate some of his possessions that appear on an inventory list but can't be found. Now, as I understand it, he used to ride your car a lot, because it's one out of the only two in his wing of the building."
"Yeah, that's right," said Sam, who that second got a call. "You'll have to hoist up with me, mister, if you want to go on talking."
Scott stepped on. The door closed and they ascended. "When Bates got off your car, Sam, did he ever have a suitcase? A big tan one?" Sam considered as he opened the door. Passengers stepped in and they dropped below. He didn't speak until they reached the main floor and the car was empty.
"Big tan suitcase? No, sir. I never seen one. Before he went on vacation, though, he took down a whole bunch of packages. Every night a few. Clocks, watches, repair kits, stuff like that. He told me he was going to do some homework while he was visiting his brother. That's what he says."
"I see," said Scott, who really did see very well. "Perhaps we could get more information if we could locate some close friend of his in the city. Did you ever notice any one particular person who hung around with him?" Sam took off his cap and smoothed wisps of hair over a nearly bald pate. He had aged in an instant.
"Let me see. Well, there was one guy, Roy, I think he called him. They used to go fishing together. This guy Roy, he works for one of them charter boats down to the pier."
"You know the name of the boat, Sam?"
"Nah, they was talking about it, but I didn't pay no attention. Heard him say it was one of them fancy four-chair jobs, kind that cost $75 a day. That's not for me, brother. Not if it was $75 a month."
"Did Bates have any girlfriends?"
"Wouldn't know that. Never seen him with none."
"You can't remember this Roy's last name?"
"Never heard it."
"Okay, Sam. And thanks a lot." Scott gave him $1, then headed for the pier to look for a nameless charter boat and a man called Roy. End of chapter 12.